Hey guys, Christina here, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to share with you this drawing that's part of my really short series that I started a little over a month ago, maybe a month and a half or maybe even 2 months, I don't know. But I've already shared with you my moonlight and starlight pieces, and I'm gonna leave links to those videos down below if you haven't seen them. And it was just time to work on the sunlight piece as well. Now, I started this series working on it, at least before I even shared it with you, working on the sketches. I started with them when I was kind of struggling with something like an art block, and I did the moonlight piece, and it was kind of like a breakthrough piece for me. So I kept sketching, kind of using the same main idea that I had from the moonlight drawing. I just went with it because it was the one thing that was working at the time. And I completed the starlight and the sunlight sketch the same day that I finished the moonlight sketch. And I prepared the line work and everything, so all the preparation for this video, for example, was all done within 2 days. From sketching to outlining everything with the multi-liner, all 3 pieces were done within 2 days. And I just didn't color them all at once. I was really happy with having them just as line work for a little while. Sometimes I have this problem that I get too caught up in something, in like a repetitive element in my art. I get kind of obsessed with it, and I feel bad when I post videos that are kind of similar to each other, too close together. So I deliberately didn't color all of them within, like, let's say the same week, because I knew I would be tempted to post them right after each other, and that would have been kind of boring, I suppose. But the pieces are very similar. They are part of a series, and they are meant to be looked as 3 things that belong together. They're not necessarily meant to be looked at something separate. So the color choices and the techniques and the style, they're all very similar throughout these pieces. And this being artwork number 3, kind of exploring the same subject, this was the fastest one to complete, and not because there wasn't a lot of work to be done, it's just because I already knew exactly what colors I needed, exactly how to mix them, exactly how to apply them, and they were pretty much like all right there prepared for me. You know, the color pencils were separated from the rest of my colored pencils that I knew I wouldn't use. My markers were separate from the rest of my markers. So this piece was really like a breeze, really fast to complete, hence the video is really short compared to my other work. But one new thing that I used for this artwork was this set of pens that I told you in my last video that was an art supplies haul. A set of pens that my mom got for me when she was visiting. They're just a cheap set from Hobbycraft, £5 for I think 60 or 70 or something like that pens, and I wanted to try them in an actual art piece and see if they'll be good for adding details, and I'm happy to report that they are actually amazing and they work very well on watercolor paper, at least the cold press one, hot press, the smooth one, hot press. I always get them mixed up, but yeah, I mean they are fantastic. I was initially planning on using gold acrylic paint for some details on the headpiece, but then I decided to risk it with the pens, and I'm very happy that I did that. They're very smooth, no streaks, maybe because it's a small area. Maybe they'll be more problematic if you're working on a larger area, but for this piece they worked out great, and they added a very nice shimmer to the piece. So this is actually a lot prettier in person, but I'm happy to report that I'm actually really pleased with this artwork. As I said, the line work for it was completed maybe 2 months ago, to be honest, and usually it only takes me a few days or a week to start hating my sketches and my artwork, and I'm actually still really happy with the way the line work for this turned out, and yeah, I'm pretty proud. So I thought that's something that's worth sharing. But yeah, that's pretty much all, guys. I don't really have a lot to say about this piece. I wanted to show you what the three pieces look like as a whole as well. So hopefully you see where I was going with this. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.